Hey everybody, what's up? It's Ryan Groos from the Loop Loft, and today we're going to check out our latest Reason Refill Blues Drums Volume 2. And first we're going to take a look at all the Dr. Octorex patches that are included. Right now we're listening to the Sweet Home series of patches, sort of a Sweet Home Chicago vibe. And this is the first patch out of the entire session. And you can hear it's a kind of a classic 12/8 cross stick on the rim with the hi-hat. And you can easily scroll through these patches here and find the different variations that you want. So different kick patterns into a ride cymbal here, back to a hi-hat and kick. And let's check out some of the other patches. So if you go to the second set, we get some more snare drum backbeats. So just dozens and dozens of variations to kind of start building your own grooves and sets in the arrangement for your song. And let's browse the refill a little more. You'll see here are the Sweet Home grooves we're listening to. There's some classic shuffles in here. Let's check those out. And you'll see those are marked a little faster, so we'll want to bump our tempo up closer to the original tempo just to get a good feel for it. And kick this off. So again, a completely different drum sound. We utilized like 4 different drum sets throughout the session, really focusing on kind of authentic blues drum sounds, not overproduced. A lot of vintage drums and preamps and mics were used to kind of get that old school vibe. And again, you can kind of scroll through fills into another nice verse groove there. And again, the great thing with the refills is, or the Rex format, it's so easy to speed things up and slow them down. So let's speed this up to 123. Or slow it down. So totally seamless and smooth throughout. And let's check out one more set of grooves before we go on to some of the other patches here. Going to check out so this one is at 134. Another kind of slow 12/8 groove. Sort of more of a modern kind of blues, John Mayer meets D'Angelo, kind of Steve Jordan inspired drums, especially with the sound, that really high snare drum and a punchy kick. Fill into some ride cymbal grooves. And again, there's a bunch of different patches for each one. Let's try the first one here. So we really captured the ghost notes that you hear in between the groove. Again, giving it more of that authentic vibe that you can't really get from programming these beats or using the MIDI grooves that are out there. Here's another one. So different ways to build up the grooves as you scroll through, and lots of space. Cool, so now that we've shown you some of the grooves, I'm going to move on to some of our different re-drum and Kong patches. Cool, so now we're going to check out some of the different Kong patches that are included with the Blues Drums Volume 2 refill. We sampled every drum kit that we recorded the loop sessions out of, so you could then go, if you want to use your own MIDI grooves or create your own patterns, those sounds are there at your fingertips. So you can, use them in conjunction with the Rex loops, or create your own totally new grooves, like this somewhat funky groove we just programmed here really quickly. And I'm just going to scroll through some of the different kits here so you can get a good idea of the different sounds and variation of the drum kit samples. So Let's go to the next kit in the series. So the classic shuffle kit, I think this is one of the Ludwig kits that we used. The much larger kick drum. Definitely a different kind of punch and dryness to it. And then the Diddley squat kit. Really kind of nice and dry snare drum and a wide open kick drum. I believe that was the Gretsch kit. And the Sweet Home kit from that first Dr. Octorex patch we checked out. Kind of a meat and potatoes blues drum sound. And now this is the Volteristic kit, more of that modern drum blues sound I was talking about. You can hear some of that tight plate reverb on the drums, and a little more aggressive compression on the kit, but still, you know, a natural drum sound, just more with a modern edge. So those were the Kong patches. Now we're going to show you some of the combinators that utilize both the Kong patches as well as some re-drum patches and Dr. Octorex patches. So this first combinator we're looking at is the anti-gravity combinator. And you'll see there's some different parameter options here that we've built in. One is a pulverize. So just really squashing it with the pulverizer compressor. Kind of a fun robotic built in, or a lo-fi if you want that clock radio type of sound. And the one that most people find really useful is the kick and snare pitch parameters. So, you know, maybe you're wanting this kick to be a little higher because it's definitely a low kick. Maybe the snare as well, or lower. So very tweakable drum sounds with this combinator, and some also, you know, some of the more fun effects as well, as like the roll delay and tube echo, or a gated reverb, big 80s sound. And again, you can scroll through the different drum kits that we've built into the Kong patches. And totally customize your own drum sounds. So now we're checking out one of the other combinators. This one is one that utilizes the Dr. Octorex patch, and it's the Banged Up Blues combinator. So here it's playing one of the Volteristic grooves we have going. And a nice feature that's built into this combinator is the ability to move loop slots. So if you want to audition different loops, you can move it right from the combinator. Or for live performances, if you know, a little more of an open hi-hat, you keep moving into 6 and 7. More driving 8th note kicks too. And to check out some of the effects here, some filters, resonator, and then the crazy alligator effect built in, and then some more, you know, subtle panning delays, more robot fun, never have too much robot, and then the filter frequency option, so you can kind of slide it through the frequency spectrum there. And again, you can use this combinator with any of the patches that are included in the ReFill. So again, if we open up the ReFill, we can see there's quite a lot to choose from. So loading this one, that's kind of a big, sloppy 12/8 groove. So very easy to use, quick to customize and tweak your own drum sounds. And let's check out one more here. This is the third combinator that's included, and this one utilizes the re-drum patch here. Turn that down a little. So again, all the kits are sampled and loaded into patches, this time for re-drum, so we can scroll through and check out some of the different kits again. And let's check out some of the effects built into this combinator. Space fuzz. The dirty knob, which does what you might think it would do. Dirties things up quite a bit. And some reverb, so you can get it totally dry or totally wet. Delays, pans, so to the right, to the left, all there at your fingertips, and the stoned roll. So again, you can start combining all these different kits together to get some pretty crazy and unique sounds, from traditional blues to, you know, indie rock, modern rock, anything, you know, contemporary that requires some kind of authentic drums, but with the ability to tweak them and kind of make them your own. So I'll keep playing around here while we sign off, but if you have any questions, just give us a shout here on the blog or the product page, or on YouTube, wherever you happen to find this video, and we'll see you again soon. Alright guys, take care.